Can we talk about the dress?
We are going to talk about the dress.
I love the dress.
Of course you do.
I love that it is literally painted onto her body. I wouldn't be surprised for the reveal to be that she's actually naked in its body paint.
Yeah.
It is barely there. It barely covers any fucking thing. And like, yes, ma'am, work that dress. That is the dress that you pack when you know that you need to seduce a spy and get his secrets. Absolutely. But this is a kid's show. Like, this is, my children watch this show, and I won't somebody think of the children. I know, let's clutch our pearls about it. But seriously, her nipples are almost out.
I mean, have you not had the, hey kids, you can fuck your way to the top if you want to talk with them? Have you not had that yet?
Hey kids, use your body as a weapon in all situations. That conversation? Weirdly, no. That has not been a core of our sex education conversations as a family.
However, my favorite scene happens at the very beginning of this episode.
Oh, what is it?
So it's when they're planning the attack.
Uh-huh.
And Palpatine shows up and he's like, and what are we doing here? Really? Oh.
Let me get a really good look at your hologram. What's happening? How many Jedi generals are you putting on the ground?
And all three of them, huh? At that point, really? I don't know. That sounds like really risky. I don't know why. And then he steps, and then in the back of my mind, he steps away from that meeting, calls up Dooku, girl, you won't believe this shit.
I need you to conference Poggle in on this one because, oh my God.
Get his ass on Zoom. We're talking.
And pour me a drink, because goddamn. So Ahsoka is trying to give a mission briefing to the clones, but she's having some trouble with that.
Why?
Because her fucking dude bro of a Jedi Master won't quit interrupting her.
Focus your fire on the gun emplacements, here and here. Because it's only
after we neutralize the guns that we can push for the factory.
Anakin actually says, I'm trying to help you, and it's like, dude, how does that fucking help? Did you like it when Obi-Wan interrupted you? No.
But the thing is, any woman who has ever been in a meeting where you're the only woman at the table and you are having to tell a group of men what to do, every woman can recognize that moment. Because there's always some dude that's going to step in, talk over you, and say exactly what you were saying.
Yeah.
That 100% happens. Anakin is that guy.
Yeah, it's annoying. When I see a male coworker do that to a female coworker, it really pisses me off.
Good. It should.
Yeah.
Luminara just is the most perfect little Jedi in this moment, and she straight gives the fuck up. Mm-hmm. She just is like, I can feel them slipping away. It's, it is what it is.
I feel them dying. Let's mourn them not and go have brunch.
Yeah, and she takes this moment to remind us why we don't like her, because this is the moment she's gonna take this moment where Anakin is panicking and busting ass to try and save Ahsoka as a moment to give him an object lesson in being prepared to let your student go.
It's not that I gave up, Skywalker, but unlike you, when the time comes, I am prepared to let my student go. Can you say the same?
Yeah.
And like, bitch, let him go as in graduate, not let him go as in die alone in a cave.
Yeah.
Read the room. Read the room, Master Luminara. Fuck's sake. All right, y'all. So once again, this guy right here is the absolute best part about doing research for a podcast about Star Wars. A lot of his interviews are like really cool behind the scenes insights into the production and fun technical details and stuff, but sometimes it's just this.
I think circles are the most often cut shape, but Barris cuts a square. I have no idea why. Maybe because she's a bit more square than Ahsoka. There must be a scene somewhere where Yoda's teaching these kids, and they have like a target shape they're supposed to cut. And some of the kids are cutting circles, but they're more like ovals, and he's like, no, that's not a good circle. Some of the kids are cutting squares, and it ends up like a rhombus, and he's like, no, that's bad shape. I mean, do they get judged on that kind of thing?
I've been saying for months, it feels like years, that Obi-Wan is a bad, horrible person. I think this scene just takes the cake.
I mean, this definitely, I will agree, though he is the love of my life. This scene definitely pings on the Obi-Wan Kenobi as an asshole counter.
Mm-hmm. And well, Anakin wants to do something. He's like, okay, we're going to save her. And Obi-Wan's like, no, wait, let's watch. Watch what? What are you waiting for?
Anakin's like, okay, I'll run in and kill the queen. You guys take out everybody else. And Obi-Wan's like, no, hold on.
And at one point, doesn't Obi-Wan try to take bets with Anakin on how the worm is going to enter her?
Yeah.
Come now, the nose or the ear? Which do you think will enter?
I think the nose.
Oh, God.
Like, there's being a stoic, unbothered Jedi, and then there's being an asshole.
This was straight up asshole.
This was being an asshole. Barriss heads for the engine room, but she's dealing with clones. Clones they're apparently able to hold on to their intelligence. They're not being zombified like the Geonosians were back in the last episode. These guys are still fully functional and intelligent with their skills intact. So they set a trap on this door. Mm-hmm. And it electrocutes Barriss, drops her to the floor, and then one of the clones says,
"If there's one thing we clones know, it's how to stop a Jedi."
Such foreshadowing. I fucking love it.
Oh, that's a little horrifying.
Why do they know how to kill Jedi?
Exactly. I feel like this probably, because that's a very Order 66 thing to say. Mm-hmm. They're very much like 1 foot into Order 66 mode here, right? And I feel like that is probably because the brain worms are fucking with the chip.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, there's some interaction there.
And here is where, in my opinion, we have the official debut of Darth Vader.
Yep.
My favorite shot of this episode, Anakin is standing in front of the ray shield that goes into the cell, and he has that silhouette with his arms behind his back, and he's looking into the room, and I'm like, that is fucking Darth Vader.
Leave us.
He sends the clone troopers away so there's no witnesses.
Yeah, of course. He's got leave us, which, by the way, that's set for I'm gonna fuck some shit up, get out of the room.
You don't want to have to testify about this later. Go get a cup of coffee.
Yeah. So, anyway, Anakin comes in, Poggle's like, your fucking Jedi mind tricks don't work with me, bitch, blah, blah, blah. And Anakin's like, mind tricks?
I don't need mind tricks to get you to talk.
And then what does he do for the first time
And he proceeds to fucking force choke his ass.
He force chokes him. This is our first force choke of our Clone Wars watch.